Yeah, Alex, with tomorrow's game being postponed, is it almost a kind of a good thing for goalies to give them some extra days of practice to see more pucks?
Yeah, I guess it'll be good. We'll take it we'll try to look at it in a positive way. We'll get a few more practices in under us. We'll get a few more guys back, and the same for them. They'll get to get their legs under them and things like that. So it's unfortunate. I think at this point we just kind of want to start playing games and getting them out of the way, so that way we're not postponing and pushing it back. Later on in the season where things are starting to get a little bit more difficult to get scheduled. So. But it was good. It was good to get back on the ice today, and get back into a rhythm.
What is the biggest challenge for a goalie who's been off this long coming back?
Probably the timing, like you mentioned, just because you can't replicate, guys' shots at home. It's really tough. You can do some hand-eye drills and things like that, but until you get on the ice and get up to speed with shots and passes and moving left to right and whatnot, you can't replicate those things at home.
And just how are you feeling? How did you feel these past 7, 8 days or whatever? And how do you feel right now?
I felt fine. I had a stuffy nose the day after I tested positive, and other than that, I felt fine coming on the ice today. I felt great. I was able to stay in shape throughout the 10 days. So, it's weird because like I said, I felt good. I definitely played through worse, practiced through worse feelings and sicknesses and stuff. So it was just, feeling good now.
Thanks, Alex.
Max Boltman.
Alex, what were you able to do at home? I mean, are you just sitting by a wall with a tennis ball, or what do you?
Yeah, I had a pair of, they're called synaptic goggles, so I was doing some drills with those and conditioning, like riding the Peloton. We had a set of weights we were doing, so I was just doing some basic lifts and things like that, just to try to keep my body moving. And we took the dog for a few more walks than normal. So other than that, just try to stay busy, try not to sit on the couch for too long.
How does it feel out there, like the practice pace, I guess, for you guys? I think you guys are actually closer to the right number now that you would normally practice with. Does it feel different when you're out there? Or?
No, I thought today was good, actually. I felt good on the ice. I think the pace was pretty good, honestly, for having being a little bit short staffed. So it was good. I think everybody's just kind of itching to get back into a rhythm and get back to playing games. And I think you can kind of tell, like yesterday, I think there was like 10 guys on the ice, or the day before there wasn't too many guys. So today to have more organized skate for them, was huge. And for us to get back to some structured work and to some system work, just to make sure that whenever we do play next, we hit the ground running.
Thanks.
Ted Colton.
Hey, Alex, how weird has this been? I mean, like you said about, just waiting for your next game like this. I mean, you guys should be like right in the throes of a real busy schedule right now after Christmas. I mean, does this feel just totally different from what you're used to, though, obviously?
Yeah, obviously it's very different, but it's the world we live in now, and you just can't do much about it, unfortunately. Just show up to the rink, practice when we have practice, and try to get better, try to maintain a positive mentality and a positive attitude, and just look forward to when we get back on the ice playing games, and hopefully, like I said, we hit the ground running when we do.
What were your symptoms? I mean, did you ever feel really bad or what?
Just the stuffy nose. Maybe a little tired that day after, but like I said, I played through worse in juniors and my last few years in pro. You wake up, you feel achy or sore some days or whatever. You just kind of grind through it. So other than the one day where I had minor symptoms, I felt fine.
Is that the thing that's kind of frustrating? It doesn't seem like a lot of you guys have been really, even around the league, have been really all that sick. I mean, is that the thing that's kind of, it's like, man, just to a certain extent, let us play or what?
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, especially with this variant now, like the guys aren't getting super sick, if at all, and you wouldn't know it if you weren't testing. And I understand why we're testing, but like when you get the flu, you're not testing for the flu, and yet guys are walking around the locker room, you know, runny nose, stuffed nose, coughing here and there, and you know, everybody just kind of looks the other way, and you go about your day. But because we're testing and everything like that, even if we don't show any symptoms at all, you know, now we have to go home and kind of sit around for 10 days, and it doesn't really make sense. You know, hopefully the league kind of takes a closer look at it now with the CDC saying, you know, we only need 5 days to quarantine. I think the NFL and the NBA have been proactive in that, so hopefully we can follow suit and make the same changes.
Sounds good. Thanks for this, Alex.
Yep, thank you.
That's it for us today. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.